The arbitrator. I didn't see a picture of the arbiter. What's up, Move 11? I don't think they had a photo of the arbiter in that article. I didn't see that. So do the world a favor and wear your mask. And the best reason now is to prevent ugliness. The bullet streamer. The bullet streamer battle. No schedule yet. But it's not a bullet streamer battle. It's like a classical rapid and blitz, or rapid blitz and bullet. It like features all 3 time controls. Move 11. No, nothing official yet. Yeah, I just submitted an article that had a picture from my last tournament game right before New Year's. I'm gonna wear a brown paper bag next time. Like in Fat Albert. The guy that had the hat pulled down over his eyes. I wonder if brown paper bags would that count as like a mask? If you just cut the eyes out of the brown paper bag, like that would be funny. I want to do that. Like maybe I'll stream like that. It would be a great gimmick. We've got a good turnout. 11 players already. Sparkle Horse, Bad Grunfeld player, Alms. So we've got two titled entities. Cosmoran, Mahar, Cheesy Noob, Sumahair, Flare, Astrobate, Pyrat, William PL, and Locker Guide. Plenty of time, still 11 minutes before the tournament starts. Cheesy Noob lurking. Cheesy Noob's in. Nice to see Alms, who rarely gets a chance to be here. I don't know what's up with me, guys, but I will tell you. I mean, I'm 2 weeks since I first got COVID, and I'm like out of quarantine now. But I don't know. It's weird. Like every evening. Sound, Did we lose sound? Seriously? We've got sound, don't we? I've got the mic on. Yeah, momentarily internet. I think it was a momentary internet connection glitch. I have a problem with my USB ports, and every once in a while it's like gloop. Somewhat with sound now. Let me make sure everything's plugged in. I don't know, every evening I'm feeling like exhausted. It's not so bad, but it just seems really notable that every time around 6 o'clock I start to feel strangely tired without even working very hard. It's one thing if I like worked all day constantly, but I don't feel like I work that hard to be tired. Spies Like Us, I don't think I ever saw that. So what's up, everybody? I want to do a paper bag mask stream. You might want to change that. It's like half long COVID. Yeah, I think it's got to be a COVID effect because I just never had this feeling before. I really didn't have serious symptoms. What's up? But it seems to come on in the evenings. Like, I feel completely normal during the day. And then around 5 or 6 in the evening, I'm like tired. What's up? Good to see Jim. Jim, I've got to play in this like streamer battle coming up in some weeks, where like there'll be like a bullet component of the streamer battle where it's going to be like 1+1. Might have to contract you for some training games. Yeah, Uber driver just likes getting attention. As I said earlier, nothing that Uber driver mentioned at all is like no one really fits his description. Do you gentlemen have a Pepsi? Jim says it's like a nightmare last days. Bullet. I see Jim playing from time to time. You got sick? Like COVID sick? Something else? You have a summer bee? Summer bee. I like summer bee watermelon, but it seems strange to drink that in the winter. Uh-oh. Wait. We've got 7 minutes to go. Pawnda Rapid Swiss 42. I don't really have a headache, but I like holding this cold beer can on my head. Bullet sickness. Yeah, you have bullet sickness. But I realized if I play on my phone, I can probably play like 2-1 and 1-1 on a reasonable level. But I have to play on the phone. There's no way I could play with a mouse. I'm horrible with the mouse. The problem is on phone I'm going to make mouse slips occasionally. But it is what it is. I swear I would never play Bullet, but I might have to play in like a 30-minute Bullet match 1-1. At least it's 1-1 though. That's a big difference from 1-0. I don't want to be too dogmatic. I swear I would never play Bullet. Did we lose someone here? We had 12 players, now we have 10. They're disappearing. Hi, lovely people. You can't play with the phone? I can move faster. My input is faster, and it's the Roland Schmaltz thing. Like, if the board is smaller, it's easier to make faster moves. Maybe if I made the board like micro small, I could move with a mouse. I never practiced it though. Yeah, I agree. Like, Bullet is better on phone. Seven plus 3 rapid 7 rounds, guys. Please support the stream if you can. Thanks to Universitate Cluj and Asterbait for gift subs this week. We had 0 cheers so far. So let's get the cheer bandwagon on. Mr. Coffee with 100 bits. There we go. Get it oiled and moving. Raking in the dough here. I do streaming for the money, basically. I just want to make like half minimum wage, and I'm happy. All right. Asahi. So bad Grunfeld player is not really bad. Kasparon. We haven't seen Kasparon in a while. Cheesy Noob Sumahair. It's a strong tournament. Just 10. I sent out 3 messages yesterday, today, and tonight. We still just have 10 players. What's the Hungarian minimum wage? Man, I don't know if they have a minimum wage. I think like some bread and palinka is the minimum wage here, man. Here's a loaf of bread and some palinka. I'll see you tomorrow. That's the minimum wage in Hungary. Way to go, Jim. 800 bits. Being the bit champion for the week. The minimum wage in Denmark. Well, their taxes are so high. They have to have a pretty good minimum wage. We have a decent high tax percentage here too. The VAT is high. All right. Tomorrow's Weird Wednesday. We'll be back with some Blitz. Thank you, Jim. He just earned his 100K bit badge. Wow. Seriously? Jim went over the 100K barrier. Pie. You just October started playing over the board chess. You hit 1,700 FIDE this month. Well, I mean, you know, the FIDE rating system seems really whacked on the lower levels. I liked it better when there was like a minimum of 2,200. I mean, people were way more accurate. Now it's like all over the map. People who are like, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. The ratings are totally inaccurate. People don't play enough FIDE rated tournaments to be accurately rated. Only like the master level players have enough games where they're like, you know, accurately rated. And the lower rated players are like screwing up the whole scene. They've skewed the whole thing now, so everyone is inaccurately rated. I would say below the elite level. Yeah, dude, there's people with 1,800 who play like 20. They're like IMs. It's totally crazy. I mean, I wouldn't. And what a lot of people don't realize is that FIDE only created like ratings down to 0 in the last like 10 years. I mean, or 15 years. And there just aren't enough tournaments for these ratings to be accurate. Hey, where'd all these tough guys come from? Uber driver. Alisto Husky. Bad Grunfeld player. Yeah, the stronger players enter at the last minute. We've got 8 players over 2,200. No, but I mean these players come to tournaments here in Hungary who are like 1,900, and they're like FM strength from India. You can't accurately count the FIDE rating system. Like the US chess federation ratings are kind of fairly accurate, I would say. You know, you got a national system that's been running for years and years. And it's not that expensive to play in a tournament, and there's enough tournaments. I just wouldn't even like count anyone whose FIDE rating is below 2,000 as real. You know, it's just not. It just doesn't count. I mean, I don't want to play them, but their ratings are not accurate. Let's start. We already got 2153 in the first game. Yeah, under 1,000 in the US is a crapshoot. Under 2,000 under FIDE ratings is a crapshoot. Mahor? This player has 12 and a half, yeah. This player's been around for a while, but they don't come to my stream very much. Big question here, baby. What are we gonna do? Stay ahead of the year. E takes D is safer, but who plays this to be safe? The symmetrical pawn structure is like an exchange French. I don't really love it. Once I saw that for the first time, I was like, why is black taking with the E pawn? Bishop e3. What? Wow. Though this is the system that I play with white. I don't know. I thought b3 was... I thought b3 might be inaccurate for some reason. I don't know how to take advantage of it, though. How can we take advantage of that move? Got me. Most likely it should just transpose to bishop e2. Is b3... b3's... I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of weird. Speaking of weird, let's get weird. Sorry guys, kind of quiet here. Been paired with a tough player in the first game. It would be nice to get a little warm-up before I have to play someone over 2100. Weird. B4 anyway, wow. Wow. This is super strange. So what's up, guys? Anything interesting? I didn't follow the... Don't give up on his queenside yet. He's still got one left. He could have played bishop takes a6 too. He also had, he didn't think about it, but he also had queen b3 as a way of going after the pawn. Alternatively. I didn't see that idea. Juicebox Wizard up to date. The fish rain. Very atmospheric animal rain. Raining animals. You can look it up on Wikipedia. What's with that move? Wow, that's pretty insane. Dude, what is this guy's deal? D4, Queen F6. But none of it's been like scientifically documented. I'm not sure this like animal rain has ever been really proven. There was an episode of the series Fargo where they used it. Where like this guy has like a fatal crash because like fish start falling out of the sky. I mean, it's been like a mythology, sort of mythological things about that, I guess, forever. You think the Texarkana event sort of documented it? I didn't look into it that much detail, man. A local TV station claimed it rained fish. I guess that means it's scientific fact. They actually have videos of the fish coming down? Or just after the fact? Some pictures of fish on the ground. That's not stone cold evidence. I'm a fish rain skeptic. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I found it interesting as well. Yeah, the sky is brutal. You want to hear Carl Sagan talking about animal rain? I want to hear Roger Ebert talking about animal rain. Nah, White just lost his mind. Losing that B pawn. I'm still disappointed. I sprung the $1 to get like Samuel L. Jackson for Alexa, and it just like started malfunctioning like right from the get-go. I want my dollar back. It doesn't even know what I'm talking about. I'm like, hey Sam, There's no answer. It's a total scam. It doesn't even work. It's just such a scam. It didn't work at all. And if I ask Alexa, like, it just doesn't know what I'm talking about. Like, hey, we paid $1 for this. I want my Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, bishop takes f2. Not a bad, not a bad move. But at this point, the horse has left the barn. Man, he had pretty good play. I was pretty scared when I went into this combination earlier. Maybe white could sack the exchange. That's what I would do. He could have played like queen takes c3. We could take a look if we have time. We probably won't have time though. This will be the longest game of the... Of course. This will, of course, be the longest game of the round. Most of the games are kind of lopsided at this stage. Clint Eastwood never resigns. Move 11, if you could have any Alexa voice, who would you choose? I want, like, one of the kids from South Park to narrate my Alexa. Move 11 probably wants David Hasselhoff. No. You're letting me... Why don't you resign? You could save us a lot of trouble. Man, we gotta save our energy for the next round. It's just silly to play this out. Tiring me out. My evening COVID tiredness. Two games ongoing. Wow. Do we have time to take a quick look? We should follow the games. Wow, Cheesy Noob with a tough fight against Aldisto. Nice queen ending. Theoretical win? Too difficult to say. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, Cheesy Noob is close to getting mated? Wait, that pawn is going this way. Aldisto's white. Aldisto's down a pawn. It's taking me a while to get the hang of what's going on here. Yeah, he took forever to play that move, but it's like the only move. Obviously, he could like repeat position. I mean, this looks like Aldisto's in trouble. But if there's perpetual... You mean penguins commit suicide? Wow. That's probably only since the dawn of man. Maybe like their mate dies and they die of loneliness or something. This is a tough ending. You know, whatever pawn it is, it's not easy to win. Fort Bragg, California. Oh man. Stay on the long diagonal. I was just kidding about that. Well, Alistair really lost his queen. Wow. You're on some weird subjects today, Juicebox. I got Cheesy Noob. He's done. We've got one more game left. Flair against McKee. Flair has more time. Wow. What is going on here? White has no queen. What just happened? King b3? Really? I don't understand that last sequence. It was like pawn takes c4, queen a1. Now why you don't take this bishop on d7? I guess he's... I don't understand, man. I mean, what's going on here? He has a minute and 4 seconds. Queen a1, he could take on d7. Queen a2 check. Does the rook drop? At least he should have tried it. Alright. Hello, chess geeks. From the World Loser. Yeah, I mean, Flair plays too fast. He's a decent player with bad time management. Ruslan Baron first. Ruslan Baron is now 1900 in Blitz. Oh, 1900 Rapid. I'm always like judging him by his Blitz rating, but he's actually 1900 in Rapid. It's considerably higher. I guess that's a normal distribution. Yeah, Flair is dangerous. Inconsistent. World Loser in with a bye. It's a strong field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. Bad Grunfeld Blair didn't show up. Oh, he did show up. He lost to Ruslan. Wow. I thought it was a forfeit. Well, he sort of didn't show up. Man, this like evening COVID, long COVID symptoms are ridiculous. I feel like my head is in a bubble. Oh man, how do I have alms already? What is this? Dude, why do I constantly get strong opponents? This isn't fair. Last time I played something funky, I think. It's just that Alms plays the black side of the Lopez really well. I don't feel like... I just don't feel like playing that closed Lopez. Hungarian defense. No, I don't know much on this. Theoretically. Is knight c3 a really good line there? I mean, my teammate and very good poker player, Tolnai Tibor, played knight c3 a couple years ago when his opponent played the Hungarian defense. I was kind of surprised by that. I mean, I'm just going to pretend it's like a normal Joko. What's the difference, really? He plays d5. I mean, why is d5 better, like, when your bishop's on e7 versus c5 anyway? Basically, I just don't know. To be perfectly honest. Well, I mean, your bishop's not prone to being attacked by d4, so that's the first thing. Right? This bishop is not on c5, it's not going to get popped by the d4 advance. But I was not aware, I was not aware that d5 is the recommended play there. Not being a Joko piano player in the first place, I wouldn't know. h3. h3 seems slow. Well, everything seems slow. So castles, bishop g4. I had no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I never play the white side of this stuff. I feel like I'm playing an exchange Philidor where my bishop's on b3 instead of e2 with colors reversed. I'm only playing this to avoid Alms's, mainline closed Lopez. Because I almost always play the Lopez with white if I play e4. And I think last time I played some joke opening against him, I would be better off playing like the center attack or something, taking him out of his opening prep. Because Alms has a really narrow but well understood opening repertoire. He's like the opposite of me. I have a wide opening repertoire and I don't know anything very deeply. Alms knows his repertoire perfectly, but it's very narrow. So what's up here? I know what I would do. a5 is kind of a weird move. How dare you play a5? Dude, how can you play that? What? Guys, I don't understand. What is happening here? This is like going out for Halloween candy and like they hand you $100 bill. You're like, what? There has to be something wrong here. He literally just like forgot the A pawn can't be pushed. I do not understand. What kind of pawn sacrifice is that? Alright, I don't get it. If I'm playing a good player and they do that, I mean, I'm not going to just take that pawn without thinking about it. Occasionally, a strong player will make like absurd blunders. But I mean, I'm not going to take candy from strangers without at least like inspecting it closely. Check for razor blades, poison. A5, you know, surprised me in the first place because it's not threatening A4. That's what's kind of weird about it, right? I was like, well, I could play A4, but why do I need to play A4? He's not even threatening A4. And then he plays A4 anyway. Like, what? He forgot it's not the Philidor, and my bishop's not on E2. If my bishop was on E2, I think this might have been a reasonable plan. Om's probably has to work. That's why he's never here for these tournaments. He probably has a job, and he's tired from his job. Like Mr. Slow. What is up, everybody? Knight F4. Yeah. Well, whatever, man. That knight is not welcome. Guys, 7-round rap tournament, Pawnda Arena 42. We don't have anyone requesting to join the team lately. We got to really make the team more pronounced. Mr. Coffee, did we create a team command? I make Mr. Coffee do all the hard work. I know we talked about it, but I wasn't sure if we actually implemented. Did we implement our strategy to have team command? I knew this was just a matter of time. Yeah, I mean, he's totally desperate. It was just a blunder with A4. It was a momentary hallucination. You know, I literally don't know if like D5 is a normal move. I don't even know. Where is everybody? Come on. I want to see some distracting comments in the chat room. Donations, subscriptions, distracting comments, inappropriate, bannable, offenses, anything. Okay, take D5. So he's basically losing a piece after D5. Two pieces for the rook. So I'm up 2 pawns. No, a pawn and 2 pieces for a rook. Yeah, uncharacteristic hallucination. Wow. So I don't know about my previous move. It turns out bishop b3 is second most common. You know, I know nothing about this line. Tivyakov versus Korchnoi. Tivyakov probably played queen e2. Yeah, he loves queen e2. I mean, this is going to transpose to a bishop's opening of sorts. So I don't know. d5 is main move. Takes is actually unusual. I mean, it just seems like the least passive. I don't want inappropriate comments. No, I'm just kidding. It's just that, you know, every other option is passive for white. Queen e2, knight on bd2. That's why I take here. Funny that there's like no games. So black is already better after knight 65 or equal. Slovenian IM. Mazi Leon. And then Alms played the novelty a5. I think bishop f5 looks like the right move. Trying to put pressure on the weak pawn. Krivachiana played knight b6, but that's less. No, a5 is fine. You just don't want to drop a pawn. It's Alexeyev versus Blagievich from 2021. Yeah, it's just a really funny blunder. All right, we got a request to join the team. Merle's 14. Uh-oh. No relation to Merle Dixon. Mr. Coffee, are you out there? Mr. Coffee probably went to work. It's not a holiday. Yesterday was a holiday. I made an inaccuracy. What was my inaccuracy? Bishop b3? What do you want me to play? I have a better move? Why is bishop to b3 inaccurate? What am I supposed to play here? Rook e1. It's the fourth best move, and they give me an inaccuracy? Give me a break. But Am just gave me the game. I mean, he was fine. Next round is not... It's not the next round. Alright. Uber driver, uh-oh. He's out for blood lately. Interesting. What was this? One of those... Oh, it was one of those crazy Philidors. One of Aldisto's crazy Philidors. Man, Uber driver, be careful. Uber driver, like, fast and furious. He's moved every pawn on the board. What happened to the solid Uber driver? Is Uber driver playing e4? He's playing e4? Wait, since when does Uber driver play e4? I had the exact same line with Aldisto. I recognize that, but this is not what he played against me. Who allowed players with a temporary ranking to enter this tournament? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, the people are joining my team. You know, over a course of years, World Loser. They could have joined the tournament at any time, but I don't know who has a temporary ranking. Like, everybody seems to have... Well, I mean, temporary ranking, I have a temporary ranking. I mean, I'm 25-25 question mark. I mean, you become temporary if you don't play for a while. Which I think is stupid. You know, provisional... Yeah, okay, so it was an attempt at humor. I think they should be different things, though, you know. But that's how the, I mean, maybe it's connected to how the Glico rating system works. I actually like the idea. I like the idea of a kind of time-based rating system. But I don't know. Question mark. Do we really need a question mark there? Yeah, I haven't had a rapid game in a while. That's weird, though. I mean, I play occasionally. I have another account, you know, that I play on from time to time. So I've been playing less off-stream games with this account. People bother me and like talk to me while I'm playing. So I like have another account so I can just play in silence. I'll get messages and stuff and distracting comments if I play on this account. But I should play a little bit. I just kind of wasn't paying attention and it went inactive. It doesn't take long. It's so hard to tell when people are joking around online. It's so hard to get your classical rating permanent. Mine is a big question mark in classical. I have 23 games and wouldn't even show my rating. Alright, Uber driver, what's happening? Well, Aldisto's going to be higher rated than me soon. 2463 rapid. Man, Uber driver's winning. I didn't like his position earlier. It looked like he was kind of overextended. Now he's just up a rook. I mean, Aldisto has a very good score against Superdriver. 10-5. But it looks like Uber Driver's getting serious. Astrobate almost broke 1800. What happened, Astrobate? Did you break 1800? We only had one game left. Oh, we got more requests to join the team. Crow Chess Fan and Niles. These are both players I've played before. If you played on my stream before, I mean, I'll definitely accept them in the team. Is ice hockey popular in Slovenia? It's like not a real big deal here in Hungary. We're not really an ice hockey country. Handball. You went in the Olympics quarterfinal. That's crazy. I mean, it's not like even a northern country. That's really insane. I mean, all the northern countries have a massive advantage. That's weird. It's always like Canada, Finland, Sweden, the United States. Slovenia in hockey. Oh, Uber Driver's really out for blood now. He's been on the stream almost every stream lately, trying to get me to guess his identity. Very, very, very aggressive. You are playing the game. Well, we got two Slovenians in the tournament. Yeah, I don't really follow ice hockey. I don't know any modern players than a few of the Bruins that are in the news when I was in Boston. All right, C3 Sicilian. Yeah, I had a game like this with someone the other day. I had to avoid playing this in my last tournament game because my opponent would have probably been booked for it. We've got to be careful not to be too predictable. I threw him off and played knight f6. I've played this too many times recently. But this basically forces black's hand. I got me a bye. I had the same game yesterday with like bishop e2 instead of bishop e3. I made this horrible move, bishop takes b1. Come on, man. Knight takes. That's so... safe. Alright, so knight b5 is not a problem. If I play knight takes d4, what's up with that position? Pawn takes d4, and I'm already screwed. You can't play knight takes d4 here. There's not a lot of theory on this compared to other variations. But I've been playing it too much. I need to switch up. Seems weird. One knight on d4, the other one on a3. I don't know, somehow that seems strange. Knight takes d4. I guess it's fine. Weird. Should I castle queenside here? Looks crazy to do that. My only other option is like e6. This is weird. It's like I'm in some kind of weird trap. Now you're up over 2,300. Look at his results against me. He was like, no wins, no wins, no wins, no wins, win. And then one day it was just like, win, 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 win. Like he's a different player since like right here. Very noticeable. And insanely fast. He uses 25 seconds for the whole game. Like a different person almost. Knight takes d4. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to play it like this. I was expecting bishop takes d4. e5. I wonder, is he playing like bullet chess 24 hours a day? Like no bullet games at all in his history. Just blitz. But he's very, very fast. Do I accept Chinese checkers challenges? Man, it's been a long time since I played Chinese checkers. Probably like 1981. I think I played Chinese checkers with my mom in like 1981, man. We used to play Chinese checkers with her once in a while. I would say 81. Camel culture. WJ Loof. They're coming out of the woodwork. Greetings, people. Greetings, chess peoples. I don't like how strong and fast this guy is. And I don't like his score against me lately. It's just out of control. He hasn't lost in the last... He's got like +4 in his last 7 games against me. What is up with that? I mean, I hope they're mostly simul games. But it's a little over the top. Like you're unbeatable. That's disturbing. You never used to like... He must have gotten a lot better. Look at the first half of the graph. And the second half of the column. It's like opposite. Losing my confidence. I don't understand why he would castle queenside. He said solid and then he castles queenside? Like, what is that about? You say you're going to play solid and then castle queenside. Camel culture, you played blitz chess on the train? I remember taking the train from Colorado. No, it was Chicago to Las Vegas. That was like one of the most tedious experiences of my life. If you take the train like on a two-day train ride, just don't take it with someone you don't really like. Better make sure you like them. Yeah, but playing, even just doing analysis on the train is hard. It's like bumping and stuff and the pieces. Like even on a small analysis set, it's hard. How did you play? You have to be in the dining car to play like blitz chess on a table. He was probably playing on his phone. You spent 5 days on a 2-day Greyhound? Oh my god. Wait, just played Bishop A5. It's like Levant Aronian. This didn't just happen. He just played Bishop A5. He wouldn't trade bishops. No, wait. It was on Bishop B6. He wouldn't repeat moves here. I should have played B4 anyway. I probably should have done this anyway. This guy has a lot of confidence, I noticed. Dude, the Greyhound that I went on the longest was like Philly to Pittsburgh. That's not that far, but it seemed like forever at the time. And then you always like get the weirdest people on the Greyhound. It reminds me of a Twilight episode. Actually, WJ, if you know the Twilight episodes, there was this old actor. There was a Twilight Zone episode where the people on the bus breaks down and they have to like go in this diner. And then someone is an alien from a crashed spaceship. wonder if I'll ever beat this guy again. Wow. Check that out. Now he's like winning material with bishop c4. Oh my god. It's really amazing. He never makes a mistake. And he like can move instantly too. This is pretty disturbing, dude. How much stronger you got overnight. He never loses now. What? The future? No, it wasn't a futuristic episode. There was this old actor. Oh, I was watching an old movie the other day, and the guy was in it. What's happening here? I think he might have had interesting try there with f5. He's so fast. Yeah, I mean, it feels like he's messing up this ending. He played the rest of the game insanely well. Maybe that's the only part of the game he's not really strong in. The problem is you have to make it to an endgame against him. I mean, any of the games I lost, that's an endgame. You know, so actually I'm losing endgames against him. 2 of the most recent losses against him were endgames. Surprisingly. Cape Coral to Phoenix. So it should be 2 days, right? What? Oh, you're gonna get my pawn. Oh no. Not gonna get my pawn. He's not gonna get the other pawn. Yeah, I think he's lost now. I was like worse for 40 moves. As long as I'm in the square of one of the pawns, I think we're alright. You always meet weird people on buses. So for 40 moves, I was like clearly worse. He missed F5 here, which I was very concerned about this. Wow, he was just like straight up winning. Clear pawn up. +4. I was just like stunned when he played bishop a5. I was like, what? I hadn't seen this move at all. It's probably the best move. I don't know what happened after this. Oh, I just like blundered the d5 tactic. Out of the blue, I didn't see this crazy idea of bishop c4. But I'm just lost in one move now. I should have played rook b8 or a5. Yeah, I don't deserve to win that game. He's been a really, really tough opponent. I was happy with the draw. When I played rook b8, I was going to repeat moves. But he has such a good score against me later. He's like playing for win from equal position. Oh, Uber Driver is unstoppable. 2.5, no losses. Abel Fazl. Rainbow, 2.5, no losses. Mickey lost? Oh, Mickey played me. Not Mickey. Alright. Yeah, how did you lose to that guy, Mickey? Sumaher, 2, undefeated. Audisto, 2. Lady in Black. Lady in Black, 90. No relation to Uber Driver, 68. I'm not going to believe from now on this stupid myth that whenever people have names, like the number in their name is necessarily their birth year. This is a very bad idea. To get this idea, you know. Uber Driver was born in 1968 because his name says Uber Driver 1968. Who promoted that theory anyway? It's just a number in their name. Alright, 141. Yeah, it's like they intentionally... I should put like Sparkle Horse. Sladgie 82. Sladgie 91. Smyslov Theory and Praxis. You remember? Yeah. You got it in German. I am trying to think. I don't even know if I own the Smyslov Brooking game book. The best endgame, like the best endgame series is by Averbach. Averbach's going for 100 years old. Juicebox Wizard 72. Shocky987. The money in my bank account. In the Sladgie verse, no one is older than 39. Oh man, I showed I showed Mr. Coffee and Asterbate a photo I found. My most recent photo. I was like photographed when I was playing chess in January. No, in December. It was horrible. I'm gonna do like a paper bag over my head stream. Then you can guess my age by my voice. Why do they have to take my picture on a Sunday morning? Alright. Sunday mornings are not my strong point. You need to get me on like Saturday night when I'm half drunk. The first half. Yuri will be 100 next month. Wow. What am I playing here? Damn. Actually, I remember playing Abul Fazl in a French a long time ago. I'm just foggy brained since COVID. I'm officially off of COVID. I'm off of COVID banishment. Every night I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's gotta be the COVID. So Averbach had this awesome hardcover series on Endgames that was, I guess it was published by Chess Informant. I don't know actually. They were incredible books. My best friend bought a couple of them. Maybe he had the whole set, but they were extremely expensive. They were like $50 a piece. There was like a lot of them. I couldn't afford to get them. They were just too much of an investment. Smyslov Rooking Games. I'm thinking, I don't even know if I own that book. I have another good Smyslov, Endgame Virtuoso, which I recommend. Lady in Black. Very good book. I'm not sure if Smyslov wrote it or if someone wrote it about him, but it's a collection of like some of his best endgames. But it's a general collection. You know, it's much more interesting than a boring, you know, sort of comprehensive chess endgames. Yeah, that must be it. W.J. Loof. But there was a lot of editions on every different kind of endgame. Those are really classic. I don't know if they still print them. I mean, they're probably out of print. That was a great series. Robert Hubner, master of analysis and Egyptian hieroglyphics. Bishop e7, I've never seen anyone play that here. Kasparian endgame domination. Well, Kasparian is famous, you know, for studies. I like how Crow Chess Fan says Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual is also a classic. I think that nothing written in the last 20 years is by definition a classic. But, nevertheless, I don't remember when Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual was published. I'm thinking in the last 20 years. Nevertheless, it's a very well received book. I think by definition, a classic has to be something that's a little older. The Dvoretsky Endgame Manual is too modern to be considered a classic. A modern classic. But I think it's, I have it somewhere. It's a good comprehensive book. Just Hübner analyzing one game is like 50 pages. Hübner's been very critical of like classic masters from the past. A lot of people get offended by that. I mean, but he's an analyst. He doesn't care if he hurts people's feelings. He's like a food critic. He's a chess food critic. There's a bunch of them. My copy from 1993. Wait, what are you talking about, WJ Liv? You have a copy of Comprehensive Chess and Games? Wait, is that the Averbach series you're talking about? Man, I'm totally distracted here. It's a very boring variation. It's like Karpov, Ullman. But he didn't play it normally. I mean, Bishop E7, I'd never seen anybody do that. And it's just really strange. But actually, something's wrong with this. There's something wrong with the move order, no? Something was wrong here. There's something strange with the move order. I understand why he played Bishop E7 now. The original was from 1966. That's weird. I didn't think they were that old. I figured they were like published in the 70s or 80s. You bought a box of chess books at a yard sale. Yeah, that's a good place to go. Of course, it's not that common to come upon a chess library at a yard sale. I used to hunt through like used bookstores. You might want to try like things like Salvation Army. You'd have to spend forever, like it would take forever to accumulate a good chess library based on finding like old used books. But you could do it. It would take a lot of time. Really hard to find. Should I play knight c5? I don't like the fact that my bishop is unprotected. This is really, really boring. I apologize. Not too many people play these lines. I hate the French, too. I think this is... To set up with the isolated queen pawn is a good way to go for black, though. Potential nest egg. Man, I don't know. I should have like sold my chess library or donated it or something. Now it's just stuck in a storage unit. I couldn't bring myself to I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm wasting so much money every month paying for a storage unit. It's brutal. And they keep raising the prices every year. It's like the biggest waste of money ever. But I have some stuff I just don't want to like lose, and it's too expensive and too difficult to transport it to Europe. A chess library, personal stuff, family heirlooms. I want to get like a huge shipping container. I have no idea how you get like a shipping container shipped from the United States to Europe. How much would that cost? It's like seriously, like $10,000, $5,000. Like I have no idea. Where do you even find out? Go to a shipping company. But I mean, it's not like FedEx ships like giant shipping containers. I wouldn't even know like where to go, what to look for. You pay by the kilogram? Look at this move. Queen A5. It's an unbelievable move. I'm really concerned about this game. What a materialistic move that is. Well, I don't have a shipping container full of books. But I'm just saying. That's one of the things. I heard like C-mail is really unreliable. But I guess that's the way it would go. Very disappointing game here. Just ate my pawn. Wow. I don't even have a plan. How about rook to the 7th? I need to get my king to a safe position. I think I'll pass on buying a boat. Yeah, he should have played for that A5, definitely. He could still play it. Knight B7. Knight B7 was a move? That's sick. What kind of maniac would put their knight on B7? Pods! Astrobate with the pods. Dude, you're gonna get scammed. Don't get scammed by pods. Yeah, shipping costs are probably maxed out now with COVID. It's the worst time to ship something. Seriously. I'll wait till just before the next pandemic. I got good king position here. Come on, trade queens. Yeah, no, I mean, I was worse. The first thing he should have done was played A5. Like, Camel Culture talking about knight B7. I mean, seriously, this is the first priority. That's like the first thing on the black agenda. He should play A5 as soon as humanly possible. It's plus 2.4 for black. I'm just lost. Queen D4, knight B7 was best. Camel Culture with a knight B7. Stopping A5. Then he plays C5 and A5. No, he didn't find it. I mean, I would have played A5 instantly. I'm lost after that. Storage Wars is a great show. Man, I could just see them going crazy with my stuff. Before YouTube. It wasn't before YouTube, was it? Is it that old? I never watched it. I think I saw one episode, but it's a great premise. What a horrible game by me. What happened? What happened there? The second lost position I had in an endgame. The second lost endgame that I won. What's that, Camel Culture? Are you playing, by the way? Camel's just watching. Give you $1,000 for it. For my storage unit. How much did the typical storage unit go in Storage Wars? What was the typical bid? I mean, I'm losing like $300 a month. So it's brutal. $300 for a basic bid. I shouldn't have got a storage unit. Yeah, I figure mine would have to start the bidding at 3,000. That's kind of generous though. But the contents are literally worth 3,000 plus. $3,000 would be the minimum. But there's no price for family heirlooms. You can't put a price on history. Sparkle Urs. My chess books are only worth maybe a few hundred. I don't know. How much is a chess library worth? They wouldn't pay anything at like a secondhand store. It would take forever to sell them on eBay. Years. There's the Apple II. I don't know. I have like 400 or 500 books. An Apple II computer. A bunch of collectible electric trains. That's probably the most valuable item. The electric trains are worth at least like a couple grand. I didn't want to sell them. I sold a few. Amish Mafia. It's like my game with... Oh, this is Aldisto. He's going to play the you-know-what. Your grandpa collected those? Yeah, we have a very good collection. But I didn't want them to end up in a storage unit. I couldn't bear to sell them. It's a really niche market. But I had offers to buy them. Guys wanted to just buy it outright. Aldisto is gonna like not castle and play knight f1, knight g3, and all that jazz. What if I just play g6? We'll just pretend it's like a Pierce. No, the engines in electric train engines are very expensive. Some of them. I don't have like anything like super valuable. I've priced everything. There's nothing really rare. But still, I didn't want to sell it. It would be really rare here. Because you don't get many American electric trains. Like, I imagine it for Budapest or something in Hungary, I could probably, if I got them over here, collectors might be interested here because it's so rare. It would be like a novelty. H4. Oh, a Beanie Baby. Oh my god. But I told on the stream like a couple years ago, on eBay I sold this like very valuable... I sold a very, very valuable baseball bat for like nowhere near what it was worth. You just found out the Beanie Baby your aunt gave me is going for 4,500. Oh, you still have it? You still have it? Beanie Babies. It's like ridiculous. Cabbage Patch dolls. Knight H2. I miss doing eBay. A couple years ago I was doing eBay. Star Wars collectibles. Astrobate bought some of my stuff. You should get together with Arsenal fan, Juicebox Wizard. He's big on. Look at this. He's like played all this before. He's big on Pokemon cards. You're the same generation. I have a lot of baseball cards that are worth like nothing. I like how I saved all these baseball cards from the 70s and they're worth almost nothing. 20-year-old Pokemon cards are extremely valuable. Yeah, this is like weird position. It's time to panic. Officially time to panic. I really don't want to take that knight. You know, I gotta stop myself here. Have the pawn. Yeah, he's up to 2463 now. I don't know. I mean, this is really weird what he did here. I've never seen anything like this. He doesn't castle. Plays the Philidor. He suckered me into some kind of weird thing here with h4. Next thing I know, I'm like losing my g-pawn. Now he takes on d5. I'm really not playing well tonight. I mean, I had 2 lost positions already. I'm very foggy-headed. I blame it on COVID. You know you're in trouble when you know, you can't even like play well after drinking a beer. He went for this. I think I'm actually okay with that. Because that kind of sharpens the play here. I'm down material, but in ops color bishop position, it might not matter as much. Plus, his king is not that stable. He can't castle queenside. He's going to have to castle kingside. He hates castling kingside. Play a technical position. Is he gonna just never castle? Hopefully. Beer leagues. No. I don't know. What's a beer league? No. Playing chess for beer? I hope he plays King E2. You know what his best move is here. Oh, adult baseball? Actually, they do. A friend of mine who's a poker player is in a baseball league. It's hard to believe, but yeah, there was actually baseball in Hungary, but not common. Yeah, he's obsessed with not, seemingly obsessed with not castling. Uber driver talks about me. Miniature people. I remember when I tried to play like volleyball in a intramural league in college. It was so not fun. I just like quit after the first time. Just too many rules and people yelling at you. Yeah, it just killed the fun of it. What happened? He played bishop e4. Bishop e4. F3 could be a real move. That's somewhat concerning. Just because you didn't castle in the first moves doesn't mean you can never castle. Damn. Connect 4. Can I get a Connect 4? No, we have Connect 3. I am down a pawn. And his bishop is a mighty... Oh, look at that. He wants to castle queen side. Are you even kidding me? Damn, he sees everything. His only way out. What just happened? Bishop f5. I'm down 2 pawns? How the heck am I down 2 pawns? Wow. That's quite a game by White. But it didn't help the Camel Culture like told him the win, and he went back and repeated that position. That was really bad. You're in trouble for that. Camel. He went back and tried to play, he saw your suggestion and went back and tried to play it. I have a right to complain about that. Whatever. Yeah. He didn't see it till you told him about queen h7 and queen h7. Queen g8 and queen h7. Unbelievable game. He's undefeated? No, he lost one. I was drawing that. It's unbelievable. I played a4 and he took the pawn and I lost. Are you serious? There's no way I'm losing that position. The other thing I'm pissed about is Camel Culture was that he jinxed me with I can't believe black is losing in this position. He did the Uber driver. Alright, never jinx the players. You should be a sportscaster. No, I'm just pissed because I lost. That was actually far more holdable than my other endgames that I lost. I can't hold 3 pawns down in a bishop's color. 3 pawns separated, 2 would be okay. How did I lose my A pawn? That's like completely unnecessary. Unbelievable, he just took my A pawn. How did he take my A pawn? I don't understand. I thought I took on B3. How did I lose my A pawn? It's ridiculous. I can't believe he's completely winning in that position. Where he's only up 1 pawn. Plus 2.1. He's up 2 pawns all the time. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was 2 pawns up. I thought he was just 1 pawn up. That's my problem. How the heck did he go 2 pawns up? I don't understand when he won a second pawn. When did I lose a second pawn? The whole time I thought I was down 1 pawn. I could have played queen takes d5. What was I afraid of? Knight e4. It doesn't even work. And he can't castle queenside because of queen takes a2. Man. Yeah, good game. Look at that graph. It makes me look horrible. Next round started. The first I've heard about it. Oh, of course, Uber driver. Let me guess. Wait, I've got to check. Uber driver, I'm down a minute. Oh, is that all? Uber driver undefeated, of course. He can't be beaten now. The new Uber driver. He drew Sumaher. He drew Mickey. And he drew Alms. The new Uber driver. New and improved. Man, I want another beer. I just had 1 beer. Thanks for letting me know the round started. It's only like a minute ago. That's like a 1-minute delay in my stream. My problem in that game was like I was counting on drawing the ending. Sorry about the board. What is happening there? I'm on the wrong board? What? the entire thing was like based on the false assumption that I was only down one pawn. And I'm like judging, oh well, I'm down one pawn, it's no problem, you know. And then when I was down two pawns, I was like, well, that's not a problem. It's opposite-colored bishops. I should be able to draw this two pawns down. The problem was when I was two pawns down, I was really three pawns down. And then it becomes an issue. Yeah, now I'm pissed. Anger makes me focus better. But I'm also playing better. I mean, I don't play enough, and so usually I play better after I've played 3 or 4 games. The last game was confusing. That ridiculous opening that Alisto plays. You get kind of confused, like, where you're at. You know, it's not a typical situation. There's no way that Uber Driver would play a dynamic move. He's like intentionally playing for draws. The ultra safe. Only the ultra safe. He's already got 3 draws. He's going for the draw record. The most draws in the tournament. I've played atrociously. Just don't want to have to play camel culture in the last round. It should say what round it is, you know? It would be nice if they would add that feature. Like it says, like, Sparkle Horse Uber Driver round 5. It'd be nice to know what round it is. Not a big deal. Like, Pawnda Rapid Swiss, parentheses, round 7 or something. Am I to be expected to remember what round it is all the time? What is this? Betting on Sladgie is also kind of mildly jinxing. But I think that Juicebox meant it from his heart. Alright. This is already round 6. So I not only have to play good moves, I have to find a way to win against a player who wants to keep it basically, you know, safe. It's not easy. It's like doubly difficult. I'm going to take. A5 is a little weakening. Not that bad. A5 is more weakening than A3. What is he thinking about here? Is he thinking about queen takes D5? Surely he would never play pawn takes. He took with a pawn just to spite me. Did not think he would do that. Interesting move, but uncharacteristic. Um, a knight on d2 is not that well placed. I mean, a b4 pawn sack might be an interesting idea. What would Magnus do? I think I'm going to copy him with rook e1. Uber Driver has 22,000 Blitz games. Dude, that's a lot of games. When did you open your account? Feb 2018. $22,000. How many games do I have? 3,187. Now remind me, those don't count like unrated games. So actually, I have yeah, that's Super Driver's rated games, right? That's his rated games. I have 22,000 games. Wow. Queen d6, perfect move. I have to play a4, I guess. I'm not going to play rook a1. So Uber driver gave me all these clues again about his identity, but nothing makes sense. Like no one that I know would really fit the profile that he's presented. But he's been teasing me that he's going to reveal who he is. It's all very tedious. I don't understand who he could possibly be. There's only like one person I can think of, and they seem kind of strong to be 2200. Bishop b2. Very steady game by black. Uber. It's Bob using a weak engine. Could be the answer. Look at that. Look at the tactics he has here. He's so centralized. It's just too principled. And he like wants a draw so bad. He's even offering a draw. Look at this game. I don't know, man. I just don't buy your I played you and I know who you are and stuff. There's nobody that fits the profile. The only player that fits the profile is like a FIDE master. Like an older FIDE master. 14 CPL with 1 inaccuracy. Yeah, I mean, that's standard for a lichess 2200. It doesn't. I don't know, man. I just don't know who that could possibly be. You'd have to be at least a FIDE master. At least like a strong national master. I'm already in round 7? What? No. That was it? That was round 7? Are you serious? No. Next round, what? Yeah. Alright, I was scared that was the last round. At least I don't have to play Camel Culture, I hope. Who's Merles? Uh-oh. Who's Merles? They drew World Loser. Their 2000 drew World Loser. Beat Asterbait. Okay. And beat Kasparan, who's 2200. This is a little concerning. Merles is a new joiner, but had enough games. But Merles already has like a 2300 performance. He beat an 1800, drew a 2200. You know, nothing crazy good, but Merles Dixon. I don't know, Uber driver, you're unbeatable, yet you're 2200. It's a little weird. He's become more and more unbeatable lately. I don't know about his identity. Just there's like virtually one person who would fit the description, who was born in 1964 and is significantly stronger than 2222 lichess. But I'm not going to say who it is. They do play the Queen's Gambit in the French, but they're a much more aggressive player, I think, than Merle. Not Merle. Well, maybe Uber Driver is Merle, too. Yeah, I can't figure it out. It's too weird. least I evaded Camel Culture. I don't want to play Camel Culture, have him like wreck my tournament when he's not in contention for first place. Yeah, like the ultimate spoiler. Merles is in the building. Root Chess Masters. 2200 puzzles. Puzzle Storm, Puzzle Racer. It's probably a kid. It's playing the Smith Mora. Rook E1. Played almost instantly there. What is that? Is that a good move? Is Rook E1 legit? I've never seen anyone play Rook E1 in this mainline Smith Mora. Weird. Not clear if this is best for me, so he found that. Takes instantly with no fear on B7. Using no time. He's already undefeated, beating 22200s. Yeah, I don't know, Merles. I don't have D5 because of Queen A4 check. He saw this awfully fast. He's used 9 seconds for the whole game. Where did Merles come from? He's 2000 in classical, 2000 rapid. Can't believe I get paired with this guy. It's just playing bullet against me. I misplayed this. This was inaccurate. Inaccurate. Who plays Rook E1 in that position? Using no time at all. Like, that's never played by anybody. It's really weird. Maybe it's another Repun account or something. Another player with like multiple accounts. It's late to be logged on from India though. Instantly Rook G1 without using any time. Sacrificing his B2 pawn. It's quite an idea. Yeah, he's got to be like 6 years old. What concerns me is his ratings. You know, 1700 bullet and he's this fast. This is a new account. Relatively new. Probably been around like 2 weeks or something. Let's see. A little longer. October 25th. He's only 29 in Puzzle Storm. If your score is lower than mine, basically you suck. I'm terrible at Puzzle Storm. 38 Blitz games, and he's 1900. Not real high. But I mean, he drew World Loser and beat another strong player. Maybe he was just lucky. He's certainly very confident. I would argue that for the most part, people are too confident rather than not confident enough. It seems like most people are overconfident. Most players are overconfident. Bishop b4, rook a4, bishop takes c3. D takes e4, knight takes e4. I guess I take here. Try to win like a pawn up rook endgame, or pawn up endgame, period. Man, I'm scared when I play higher rated players. I don't usually find myself overconfident. But I guess when you're younger, it's different. Guys, don't forget to support the stream. We need your support to stay alive. Rook takes a5, knight takes e4. Alright, so rook takes b3. He has a nice move there, bishop d4. Man, am I like in trouble on that move? That is very disturbing. Rook takes b3, bishop d4. I have to be extremely careful there. I mean, does this seem like a 1900? He played a pawn sacrifice in the opening. You know, he gave me a pawn on move 3. And he's still only down a pawn. It's a relatively good game by white. I mean, very few inaccuracies. And very, very fast. You'd resign here? At what point would you resign, Jim? I wanted to resign like on move. I wanted to resign on move. Where was it? Why can't I scroll back? I wanted to resign when he played queen b3. Because bishop g4 is definitely inaccurate. Against this strange move, rook e1. I just don't know what I'm supposed to play. I never faced that move before. It's strange. Rook e1. It's not great, but it's not bad. You would resign in this position with white? That's crazy. That's like the game you resign against me. Did you see I lost to Aldisto down 3 pawns in an endgame? Yeah, I mean, if he's not getting any assistance or anything, I'm a solid favorite here. But rook takes b2, rook takes g7 check. This pawn isn't actually hanging. I didn't like fixing his pawns either. But he's a little overextended. As always, that e4 pawn in the Sicilian is a problem. Of course, I can always get back rank mated. King g2, a solid move. Solid looking move. Maybe he's in trouble? He gave up on the g file, but he's got a problem. He needed to play f3. The second pawn is fatal. Yeah, that's not easy, but he's not dead. This is not so simple. It's unbelievable. Oh my god. Just play King F3. What is that? Man, I was really worried there. Google, what are you singing? Wow. I don't know, man. 1700 in bullet. Weird. That's a tough fight. He had Rook A1, which is almost drawing. Maybe very close to drawing. When he played that crazy move with a king. Now it's just a grind. But a really, really technical game. Dropped another pawn. Man, I mean, I messed up. Rookie won. Mickey going for the win. Wow. Alms is down a pawn with white. Jesus. Alms is a candidate master. FIDE candidate master. What's their score? They've never played. Alms hasn't been around much, but I'm telling you, Mickey's gotten a lot stronger lately. He's a rating favorite. Two-minute plus happened here. He played the Joe Fang variation. This was Weedmaster versus Chibernidze. Or Joe beat Chibernidze in like 19 moves. That was his epic game. My friend. Do you have knight takes d5 here? Is that a move? Knight takes d5? He did it, yeah. Wow. Is this a line? Or is that a blunder? What? That is just weird and freaky. Are you serious? Really? Oh, I gotta look this up after the game. I mean... He has a nice pawn chain here. With a good king position, he's probably holding. It's another position where it doesn't feel like white's down a pawn. Now we kind of notice it. Objectively, I feel like white has good chances to hold with the bishop. Pawns on both flanks. It's probably like some kind of theoretical draw. The bishop compensates like half a pawn. I mean, this bishop is really good, even though it looks like a bad bishop. It's good at stopping pawns, you know, it's good at helping these pawns advance. Alms didn't go for the cheapo there. Well, I don't know now. What's happening here? It's probably a theoretical draw. I'm not certain, though. But I mean, objectively, white has a very strong pass pawn, too. Kind of a passive move by Alms there. I thought he would play king d5, but maybe he's right. He's got to be careful here. I would be careful here. Oh, man. I don't understand. Did he just... What's happening here? He was toying with him? With king c5? Are you serious? Why would he play king c5 there? It's like you're toying with your opponent. He just wanted to make sure he was in the square of the pawn. But he's already in the square of the pawn. I mean, he doesn't need to play that. Thanks for a loser. So Amslik just traded down into a lost king and pawn in game. I mean, king d4, I don't think he's losing. No, he's not in time. It's a total draw. Am's also just hung a pawn against me, so it seems like he's kind of tired. King f2, rook a3, e5 still would have held on. Wow, that's freaky. But I would have played king d4. Strange as it is, I don't think that black is winning here. Yeah, but what I don't get is this. I mean, a5 is just winning, right? If e5, you could play like anything. I mean, king c5 now. You know, like everything wins. He was calmly like, oh, I have all the tempi in the world. I'll just play king c5. Look at that. Look at this. 16 CPL. He let it go though. Mickey misplayed it. He blew it. He wasn't winning. But I was surprised when Ams didn't play king d5. You know, that's it feels like kind of a no-brainer. It's a much more active king move, you know. He wanted to like save everything with king d3. This is much stronger. I mean, obviously you drop f4, but that's not a problem. So I guess what, like, you're going to go e5 next. h2, e5. I mean, there's no way. King back or something? Okay, this could be a little weird. King e6. It's a little bit of a weird position. But objectively, like, his move was drawing too. h2 here, check, and still you can go up. But king f2 here. Oh man. Is it possible this is still a draw? Check. King c5, king g2, rook takes pawn check, king h1. Is it one of those like theoretical like double rook pawn in games? See, the problem is there's like a million stalemates here with that situation. Like you can't get out of the stalemate, you know. Black can't get out of the stalemate threats once the pawns are gone. So I could just like push my pawns. See, rook a8, rook a1. King b6, rook b1 check, king a7. Like e5. E5 might not win. That might not draw. Yeah, you have to be careful now. The king is too far away if you play e5. e5 take, king takes h2, rook g5 wins. So then f5. Man, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I know that Ams was tired. I went on tiebreak by half a point. Wow. But Mickey had the highest performance. And Uber Driver is now 2,400 performances. Coming in with 2,400 performances. Camel Culture, fortunately, was late. Too late to be a spoiler. So I'm first. Congratulations, me, on a horrible tournament. World Loser also congratulated himself. He apologized for his weak performance this week. We've got myself in first place undeservedly. Mickey losing that winning endgame against me, decisive. We tied for first, I should say. And I won only on tiebreak. Uber Driver, the new Uber Driver, now 2,400 and undefeated. Camel Culture also undefeated. Aldisto, not big on draws. Ams lost 2 games in very stupid ways. Like a man who'd been working all day. Merles, this new account, finished 7th. Kasparan also doesn't like draws. He's got the perfect tic-tac-toe. World Loser with 3.5. Nice job on the 50% there, World Loser. And and Shockey with 3.5. Asterbait, where are you? Asterbait got 2 wins against Flair and Pyrat. Nice one. So Husky unfortunately didn't make it. He played 1 game and left. Oh no, Husky played 1 game against Sumahair. He's like, if I can't beat him, I'm going to go home. And he did. What happened to Sumahair? Sumahair played 5 games and left. A little more of an effort. You have 8-1 against him? Constantly tries Pierce. Against who? Yeah, I played really unconvincingly. I don't deserve to win. 5.5, a half-point tiebreak ahead of Mickey. Yeah, this was an ugly tournament, but I managed to win it undeservedly. Mickey with the highest performance rating of 25-13, and Uber Driver 24-10. Uber Driver came on time today. Aldisto used to play the Sicilian, but he always played like weird stuff without castling and like H5. Yeah, I think he beat me though in that weird Philidor. He likes this Philidor thing. The Black Lion or whatever. Alright guys, I gotta go. I will see you all tomorrow, or a lot of you tomorrow for Blitz. Don't forget to support the stream. If not, just check out our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. Congratulations to the winners. Move 11, thanks for not playing, as usual. We'll see you later, guys. Thanks, everybody.